Welcome back to another Starfield modding in minutes. The Starfield community continue to pump out so many fantastic mods, and we don't even have the creation kit yet. That is true dedication. In this video, we'll cover a bunch of brand new mods that'll further enhance the UI, more adjustments to the core game that'll improve the quality of life, and of course, some great visual overhauls. Remember that all mods featured will be linked in the description below. As always, if you enjoyed the content, a like would absolutely make my day. Heck, even drop a subscribe while you're at it. That'd be groovy. Also for funsies, if you do find a secret in today's video, make sure you timestamp it. I'll pin your comment. Let's get started. In the past, we've covered a few compact mods by Stentorius. I swear they just looked at Bethesda's design choices and said, hold my beer. While they are small changes, it really makes a huge difference when you sit down and see the menus in action. And now, we have a complete set. I'm going to rapid fire these as they're pretty self-explanatory. Pay close attention. Here we go. Compact Inventory UI condenses the inventory that displays 9 items to either 13 with a standard version or 17 with a slim version. Both options support inventory, container, and barter menus. Awesome. Compact Missions UI increases the viewable missions by 50%, lowers opacity of completed jobs, wider scroll bar for easier drag, and even an option to remove the vignette from the menus themselves. Make it a mission, not to waste space. Compact Shipbuilder UI increases the viewable ship components by 33%, wider scroll bar, and options for vignette, less scrolling, more building. I ship you not. Compact Crew Menu UI. See up to 50% more assignable crew members and their skill cards, wider scroll bar, and vignette options. Nice. Compact Build Menu UI increases viewable outpost build menu items by 45%. That's it. Simple, elegant. Compact Crafting UI increases viewable crafting items by 120%, uncaps the crafting limit so you can create as many items as you have on hand, optional dark mode. And that's the entire set compacted for you. Now, with all the menus and whatnot out of the way, let's tie everything together. The quick loot menu is something we've had since Fallout 4, but since then, nothing has really evolved from that. It's your basic run-of-the-mill, mouse over, see object, collect the item. No information, no nothing. Not anymore. Introducing Star UI HUD. This mod revolutionizes the way we interact with items much the same way as Star UI Inventory. Much like that mod, you are given a slew of extra information such as type of item, value to weight, etc, etc. This also applies to all of your widgets as well. It's extremely customizable with features such as resizing the window to recoloring anything to your heart's desire. See anything you don't like from the HUD? Just change it or hide it altogether. This mod even upgrades things such as the tag label. I love this style of widget. What I don't love is the big box that obscures the screen. Now, when you mouse over, you get the item type and item name. And if you wanted extra information, you can check it in the corner out of the way. There are now clear icons to indicate if the items are stolen or contraband. Even something as trash items are faded out to draw less attention to it. Now that is attention to detail. Also, look at this, a lootometer. Fancy. This new widget will feel accordingly to see the item's value to mass ratio compared to every object in the game. I don't know the exact science of this, but wowee, this optimizes your looting potential. If you aren't a fan of this, there are options to turn this off too. On the topic of looting, you can even loot all in the container now. Simply press and hold R, wait, profit. There's even an accidental steal protection in case you wanted to not pilfer illicit goods or, I don't know, be a goody two-shoes. These are the main features of this fantastic mod. And if you wanted to, you can even customize your watch, changing its color, adding or removing information as you please. Extra features like customizing your crosshair is also included in the mod. So much power, but with great power comes a great responsibility. And sometimes that's a little bit too much. So the author has included a handful of presets you can plug and play and make adjustments as you go. Easy peasy. Next mod, no pause menu vignette. Why, oh why is there vignette on everything in this game? Count it. Menus, submenus, inventory, map, options, just go away. This mod removes the pause menu vignette, much like the compact UI set. This keeps everything consistent throughout. And I love that. It's all in the small details, guys. Speaking of details, our next mod is Clear Reflex Sight Lenses. This mod aims to remove the tint, dirt, and glare from all reflex sights. This mod replaces all of the green tinted lenses that Bethesda love to use in Starfield on everything, and by the buttload. Heck, I'm led to believe this game is just a green screen. Any and all guns that have reflex sights attachments available to them should benefit from this mod. If you think it's too clear, there's also an alternative version that vastly reduces the glare and tint, if that's more of your cup of tea. It seriously does make a difference once you use it. And while we're clearing up glass, why not grab this next mod, Stellar Glass? I love how everything is tied together neatly in game with these sets of mods. Much like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Wink. This mod replaces the flatter normal maps of the glass to reduce the surface noise. What this ends up doing is making the glass look cleaner, clearing up the blemishes and smudges. And when you approach any of the fridges, the contents are much more visible. This also extends to double-sided window panes or even in non-working showers. Thanks, Todd. This really adds a touch of realism to the game, as you'd think they'd have glass manufacturing down pat in the future. Maybe space is really dirty. Maybe people are really dirty. Which is why our next mod is Xavrin X HD NPC optimized. Okay, so the people aren't actually dirty, but what this mod does is cleans up all of the major NPCs by increasing the visual fidelity. The vanilla NPCs at times lack a bit of detail. Sometimes they look great, other times not so much. This mod is essentially a face gen system that aims to bring everything together. It uses 4 separate textures: diffuse, normal, rough, and AO maps. To put simply, the diffuse maps are essentially the colors of the textures, with normal and rough maps applied to these colors to create texture and depth, while the AO maps apply shadow and lighting. What you end up is more facial expressions that mimic natural realism. Things like wrinkles around the eyes and forehead to old age wrinkles to things like smile lines and dimples. I honestly think Bethesda's done a great job with the facial animations. There are a few blemishes here and there. This overhaul takes both the ground and the ceiling and elevates it. Faces are no longer blurry and have increased depth and clarity to them, especially during the talking sequences when you're zoomed right up to them. It's worth noting that this is not a perfect way to implement this system without the correct modding tools currently available as stated by the mod author. They've still done an incredible job compiling the textures and optimizing them to increase the quality of detail while keeping performance hit at a minimum. The result is everyone you end up talking to just looks great and consistent. Such subtle changes that goes a long way. If this is the way modding is, I cannot wait for the next coming years. And speaking of years, it's going to take me about that long to get used to where everything is in New Atlantis. I love how much bigger the places are compared to previous Bethesda titles, but come on. No minimap? No local map? Alright, how about a New Atlantis billboard map? Good enough, I guess. But actually, it's a fantastic mod. Realistically, places such as cities and malls have maps, and this will fit seamlessly into the game. It's so well detailed. Every location is clearly listed. Even the choice of font is concise. It even gives you that sense of loss and confusion of when you look at a map. You're trying to find where you are and where the heck you want to go. I am 100% immersed, slightly agitated, and highly amused by the existence of this map. And that's that. Thank you so much for making it to the very end. Make sure you like, subscribe, as I put a lot of effort into creating these. If you want more of me, I do stream over Twitch. Links below. As always, wash your hands, look after each other, and be your very best. Bye for now.